How's it going? I said I was going to do a video update here, so I'm going to do that. And this is with regards to the movie Why Community Matters. Austin Stone Community Church, they put their sermons online. You can go and watch it there. I'd encourage you to do so. I've watched that one 7 or 8 times. Really good. Just want to make a few comments with respect to the video, that if you watch the video, you might have some thoughts along these lines, or you might have some questions, so I just want to make some comments on that. One of the key verses that they use is Ephesians 2:10 in that message, and I just want to highlight a few things. I know they do in the video, but I wanted to. Paul in Ephesians 2:10 uses the words "we are," and he talks about "we," and he doesn't talk about "you." And the point there is that the Christian life was never meant to be completely individual and completely autonomous from anyone else. The Christian life is meant to be lived in community. And that's what I want to explore for the next couple of minutes here, is this notion of community. I know in the area that I'm from, there's a lot of churches, and so the question that can come, particularly from people that have been hurt, is, do I need to attend a church? Can't I find Christian community elsewhere? Does it need to be within the means of a church? And I'd say, yeah, absolutely it does. I'm going to just say one of the reasons why I think that's integral is because I don't think that there's really Christian community being found elsewhere. And you can say, well, what about when I hang out with my friends and we sit around the fire and we talk about God stuff, or I go for a breakfast with some Christian friends, or I go fishing, or I do this? Isn't that communal living? And it is, but it is only to a certain extent, because the biblical communal living is community that is missional community. And that's highlighted right at the beginning with Adam and Eve. We see that when Eve was created, she was created only after Adam was given a mission. So go and read that. That's in Genesis 2. After Adam was given a mission, that's when God said it is not good for man to be alone. It was not that Adam was lonely and needed a hot wife, and that's why she was created. It was to help fulfill the mission. Community fulfills the mission that we are called to. So we're not autonomous, and it does have to happen within community. Now, often when I hear people asking questions about, well, does it have to be in a church? I'm just going to be straight honest here. What I see in those people's lives is I see hurt and real pain caused by their Christians and caused by churches. And that's where the question's coming out of it. And if you're there and you ask yourself that question, if you're honest with yourself, I think you're asking yourself that question: do I have to be part of a church community because you've either been hurt or wounded, or because sin in your own life that has been exposed and you're embarrassed about it? Those are usually the two reasons why people are going, I can do this outside of a church community. Now, Austin Stone Community Church is doing some really interesting things with this notion of missional living, yet they still don't shy away from the message of being part of a church. I'm just made a note here I just want to look at real quick as I mention it to you. Hebrews 3. 12 to 13 talks about encouraging one another, and the word encourage is translated from the word parakaleo, and it's not our typical word usage. Encouragement, say something nice to someone, hey, you have a nice shirt, you have nice hair, whatever. It is to come alongside, and that is in the sense of community. You come alongside, parakaleo, encourage one another, otherwise our hearts will be hardened and be given to sin. That's what that verse there speaks of. So I'd encourage you to watch the video, Why Community Matters, Austin Stone Community Church. And if you find yourself going, I don't know, I'm curious about the relevance of church, question maybe if church, the way that church happens, needs to change, rather than the actual purpose of church, rather than its authenticity and what its biblical just viewpoint. There is the way that we do church. Is the problem that the way that we do church needs to change, as opposed to the fact that church isn't important. So that's just a little bit where I'm coming from this afternoon here. Watch the video. Hopefully it challenges you and gives you something to think about. It's Wednesday here. Thanks for watching, and this has been Don the Sign Guy.